Neighbors would report hearing screaming, fighting. They'd be out on the driveway fighting. And then the next day, Shanann had left to go home for 6 weeks. 6 weeks is a long time. During that time, that's when Chris Watts decided he was going to take advantage of this free time and be a little slut. One of Chris's co-workers, her name is Nicole Kessinger. Nicole and Chris worked together. I'm not sure at what point they officially started talking. I believe there's an email out there. It was like a couple months before the whole affair went down, but due to the police pulling up phone records and computer records, like her web search history, it would make you believe that maybe Nicole was interested in Chris a long time ago. While Shanann was away visiting her family, she did notice a difference in Chris. She felt like he wasn't texting her back. She's pregnant. It's your husband. You expect them to text you, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you, sending you pictures, calling you. Shanann knows something is up. She feels it. She notices something's different. She texts him. She confronts him like, you haven't called me back. What's going on? I haven't heard from you. And this was back in June. So she already had this feeling of like, what's going on? July 7th is the first time on record that Nicole Kessinger called Chris. They held a 2-minute conversation at 12 in the morning. 2 minutes. What the fuck? So that same night when the 2-minute phone call happened, Chris Watts' phone pinged on multiple different routers at different restaurants. July 8th, the next day, Chris texts Shanann back saying, sorry, he fell asleep as soon as he got home from work, that the heat had exhausted him. And he also said that he loved her. And then Shanann writes back asking if he's okay. What's going on? She knows that he's still acting different, and she felt like he did not want to talk to her. Chris replies saying that he's fine and he just is extra stressed out at work, and he feels like he has a lot of pressure going on at work and he's just stressed out. Shanann replies saying that she loved him and missed him, and that she wishes her husband just wanted to talk to her. He wasn't, obviously. On July 14th, there is phone records of Chris and Nicole talking to one another. He also had 4 missed calls from Shanann, and Shanann kept continuing to call throughout the day, and those went unanswered. There was 1-minute phone call between Chris and Shanann later in the day, but the rest had went unanswered. Little shady little bitch. Because he was out with Nicole at a car museum. There is records of Shanann talking to her girlfriends, saying that she notices something's different with Chris. She feels like the relationship is just kind of distant. He doesn't want her as much as he used to. He used to be very like hands-on, lovey-dovey, all over her. That was on July 14th. I don't know if I said 17th. July 14th. So that same day, Chris told Shanann that he no longer wanted to be together and that he did not want the baby. Shanann obviously just did not want to do this. She didn't want to separate, so she suggested marriage counseling. Chris turned down. He did not want to do it. He just wanted out. On July 18th, Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts share a bunch of nude photos to one another via text. And Chris created a secret folder on his phone. It was like a calculator app, but really you type in a code and it is a photo album. So he was transferring all these photos to that photo album. Also, it was reported on his computer search engine that he was Googling vacation spots. I guess he was planning on going somewhere. On July 24th, Nicole, little Nicole, the mistress, it was shown on her computer that she had Googled, man I'm having an affair with says he will leave his wife. So she obviously knew at this time because she's typing in, man I'm having an affair with will leave his wife. So she knows, is married. Come on, she knows. So on July 24th, Shanann is still texting Chris asking what's going on, telling him how she feels, just everything that's been built up. I feel like she had that gut feeling that something was going on, and she was just trying to get to the bottom of it. It was reported on Chris's computer that on July 25th, Chris had searched when to say I love you and when to say I love you in a new relationship. Also, what do you feel when somebody tells you they love you? A lot of news reports were kind of stuck on this one. This is just weird to be Googling when do you say I love you, and how do you not know what love feels like? You're married. You should No, it seems like he just doesn't, I don't know, he just has like a disconnect happening, right? He's a strange little man. On July 28th, Chris and Nicole go on a vacation to the sand dune and they stay the night. There are multiple pictures of this. He transfers them to his secret calculator app. On July 31st, that's when Chris flies to North Carolina because he's now going to pick up Shanann and the kids. Well, he's going to go see them, meet up with them, and then fly back home. 2nd through the 3rd, it's reported that Chris is constantly transferring images to his secret calculator app. He's talking to Nicole while he's out in North Carolina. The family had reported that he seemed quiet, extra quiet, and also very distant. On August 4th, Nicole's search history said that she was Googling wedding dresses because she just wanted to look at them, I guess.